Your Spirit of God declaring that He is the God of suddenlies. And you are stepping into a season where sudden breakthrough, sudden provision, sudden favor, and sudden deliverance are overtaking your life. What has been delayed is about to manifest suddenly. What has seemed impossible is about to shift suddenly. What has been long in coming is about to arrive suddenly. The Lord is reminding you that suddenly there came a sound from heaven as of a rushing mighty wind, and it filled the whole house where they were sitting. The disciples had been waiting, praying, and positioning themselves in the upper room. Then suddenly, without warning, without announcement, the Holy Spirit fell upon them. Suddenly means suddenly. It does not follow the patterns you expect. Suddenly defies explanation. Suddenly breaks through delays. Suddenly changes everything. In a moment, suddenly, the Lord whom you seek will come to His temple. You have been seeking Him, waiting for Him, crying out for Him, and suddenly He is showing up. Suddenly His presence is manifesting. Suddenly His power is being released. Suddenly what you have been waiting for is arriving. God is reminding you that suddenly Peter was struck by an angel. His chains fell off and he walked out of prison. Peter had been locked up and then suddenly had freedom. The same sudden deliverance is coming for you. The Lord is saying that suddenly a great company of the heavenly host appeared, praising God. The shepherds were doing what they always did. When suddenly heaven broke into earth, suddenly angels appeared. Suddenly the announcement of the Messiah was made. What seemed like an ordinary night became the most extraordinary moment in history. Paul and Silas were in prison, but at midnight, as they prayed and sang praises, suddenly an earthquake shook the prison. The doors flew open and the chains fell off. Suddenly, their captivity turned into freedom. Suddenly, their prison became their platform. Suddenly, their jailer became their target. The Lord is reminding you that suddenly the hand of the Lord came upon Ezekiel, and he sat him down in the valley full of dry bones. What was dead suddenly came to life. What was dry suddenly received breath. What was hopeless suddenly became an exceedingly great army. God is the God who speaks life into dead situations. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. You have been in a long night of weeping, waiting in warfare, but suddenly morning is breaking. Suddenly joy is flooding in. Suddenly the morning is turning into dancing, and the sorrow is being replaced with unspeakable joy. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, transformation comes. You do not need months to experience breakthrough, but suddenly, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, God can shift everything. Stop looking at how long it has taken. Stop doubting because the process seems small. God specializes in suddenly. He is the God who breaks through when you least expect it, who shows up when all hope seems gone, who turns everything around in an instant. Position yourself for the suddenly. Stay in prayer. worship, stay in faith, stay in obedience. Because suddenly, without warning, without explanation, without any more delay, the God of suddenlies is about to move on your behalf by his own grace. This is your season of suddenlies, sudden breakthrough, sudden provision, sudden favor, sudden deliverance. God specializes in suddenly, and he is about to interrupt your situation with his supersatural intervention. Expect the suddenly of God.